the starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets as they play against the Indiana Pacers here at their home, Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And let's look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Oladipo.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin Durant said his days of trying to prove himself through basketball are done. He said, walking around with a chip on my shoulder is not my thing. I'm more relaxed in letting these days flow. I'm the best version of me. I don't need to prove who I am. I've been in it for too long. Kevin, this is a guy who is finally comfortable with himself.
All right, thanks, D.A. Clark up front. That's where the game will likely be won or lost in this one.
Great talent, no doubt, on the front lines here. But if for some reason they cancel each other out, then you know where it's going to be decided, in the backcourt with guys about your size, Kevin.
So the Nets starting five. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. And it's Jordan in at the center position. And for the Pacers, Turner and Sabonis playing inside. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Lamb in at the 3 spot. The 3 from KD. Offensive rebound. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Now, here's Oladipo. Inside. Here's Sabonis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Pass to Irving. Back to LeVert. He kicks to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. That shot is off. Oladipo taking his time here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kevin Durant.
Oladipo determined that time to get to the basket and forced the defense to foul him by driving right in there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Yeah, you know, this is Indiana's second year now, guys, without Paul George. Obviously, that trade had a ripple effect, and in some ways, it's still being felt.
He hits the second from the line. And the Pacers ended up with a pretty decent deal given George's public demand.
Yeah, I agree, because it was a tough situation for the Pacers once it became clear Paul George was not going to re-sign. The Pacers happy with Oladipo and Sabonis, actually thrilled, but at the same time, you look at OKC and Paul George putting up MVP numbers, makes you wonder what could have happened had he stayed.
Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, KD doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
You know, for a team like the Nets, building with...
Look at that!
Oh, my goodness! What's up? Boy, he's got freakish athleticism, and you can see why he's participated in the slam dunk contest before. This guy can fly.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Irving. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Prince against Lamb. Passes it to Sabonis. Clock at 6 over Jordan, and the shot is long.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
KD can't get it to go. The Pacers are gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Can't afford to give Oladipo any lanes to the rim. Once he has one, might as well clear out the way.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside Irving from KD. Here's Brogdon. He had 10 points in the win against New Orleans.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Some nice passing here by Indiana. 5 to shoot. The shot missing. Prince with the defensive effort. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets with the lead. Irving with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Oladipo against LeVert. Oladipo outside. Pass to Turner. Here's the 3. Drops in the tray.
Well, and the way the game is played in this day and age, it really is beneficial to have a big man who can stroke it from deep. And Turner is definitely of that ilk.
Here's Irving. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Oladipo against LeVert. Jordan kicks to Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Irving's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Brogdon. Well, Clark, the All-Star break is approaching. Commissioner Silver has broached replacing it with a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you know, I love what Adam Silver has done as the commissioner of the league. He's very forward-thinking. He's very progressive. He's very open-minded. And this is one of those examples of that kind of thinking. You know, in European basketball, it's part of the landscape, and it seems to work fairly well. I'm interested to see where this thinking goes going forward. But I like the fact that it's been broached by the leader of the league.
It's tipped.
Outstanding defensive instincts by Sabonis. Really good timing when to rise up to reject shots.
Oh, what a play! Woo!
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Irving double team. Lamb against Prince. That's tipped, and they get it back. The wide open look for Durant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Oladipo outside. Pass to Turner. Takes the three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
He dishes it to Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Turner. Over Durant. They get it back. Sabonis. Great D that time from Jordan.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Oladipo. Sinks that one from the post. Oladipo's got 9 points.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. LeVert the pass to Irving. They get a hand on it. The shot, no good. Good D by Brogdon. And Lamb, here we go. The shot, no good.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Prince the pass to LeVert. Passes it to Jordan. 6 to shoot. Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Lamb. Tries again. And it's sent back by Turner.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And he knocks down the first one.
You just got to be so careful when guarding Durant, because if you put him on the line, he's going to make you pay.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And then for Brooklyn, Allen's checked in for Taurean Prince. Joe Harris comes in for Karis LeVert. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable score. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
There's the pass to Warren. To the paint. And here is KD. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Jordan.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
That free throw, no good. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
Ring shot on the way. The shot misses, so Indiana will take it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And it could have been a lot closer than it was down the stretch, though. They were terrific.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job closing the door and keeping it out of reach at the end.
Dinwiddie wide open. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pacers trail by 8. Here's McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Over Claxton. It's deflected. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. The mid-range jump shot, you've talked about this a lot, is still valuable if you can hit it with consistency.
Yeah, and if it's a quality shot, Kevin, I think you should shoot it. Move the defense, move the ball to get a quality shot. And I think one of the very best at knocking down the mid-range jump shot, Kevin Durant clearly. But how about Chris Middleton? Elite mid-range jump shooter. And DeMar DeRozan as well has a strong mid-range game too.
Here's Holiday, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jared Allen. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
Both free throws good from Holiday. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Harris outside from downtown, and the foul called on Jared Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Allen. Pacers trail by 8.
Who's watching it?
Now McConnell. At the elbow, it's Warren. Kicks it to Holiday. From past the arc. Some solid defense from Harris. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Brooklyn. The offensive rebound. And the shot is good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Pass to Holiday. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That's good from Holiday. Both free throws good from Holiday.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great, great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
Now here's McDermott. He's guarded by Chandler. Here's Holiday. Nice D from Chandler. The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
And at 6'6", Spencer Dinwiddie's tall for a point guard, but Clark, despite his size, Very slippery off the dribble.
Yeah, he's ill-like when you talk about him off the dribble, guys. I mean, excellent change of pace, and he's got a quick first step. And once he gets in the lane, his size helps him be a good finisher.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
There's Dinwiddie. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. 1:11 left in the first quarter of the game. Irving misses.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
.59 seconds left in the first quarter. Got a hand on it. A second chance effort. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. T.J. Warren picks one up.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Warren. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Dinwiddie. D right on him. Irving kicks to Chandler. And again, it's the Nets missing. Pacers trail by 7. McConnell passes to McDermott. Got a piece of it. They recover it. Goes back up. Count that one.
An accurate shooter off the pass. McDermott feels comfortable firing as soon as he catches it.
Irving with it. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Irving's got 10 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Got it off in time. Doesn't get it to drop for him. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Nets lead by 8. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And this team has shown their toughness and determination, and Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are, and when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Harris is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. Pass to Irving. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Outside Holiday. Here's Leaf. Sweet move, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Mark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
Here's Irving. Again, the Nets for two.
And he's done this so much that we almost take Kyrie for granted. Let's take tonight to appreciate what a special player he is.
Passes it to Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
The pass to Chandler. There's the dish to Irving. Shoots over Brogdon. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Oladipo. Chandler with the rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Some changes for Indiana. Sabonis comes in for TJ Leaf. And it's Lamb in there for Warren. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Taurean Prince comes in for Harris. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Dinwiddie with the bucket. And the Nets lead by 10.
You know, guys, I like the way Dinwiddie uses his body and strength. I mean, he doesn't have a problem overcoming physical defense.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Irving against Oladipo. Irving looking for an opening. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
Looking now at some numbers for Sabonis. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's around 10 points per game, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Nets leading by 10. And here is Irving. He's got 16. Outside Jordan. Six on the shot clock. Off target with his 3.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Sabonis, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And it's Allen with the jam.
Boy, Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Chance now to check out the NBA's most efficient scorers. DeAndre Jordan, 3rd.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, the 2016-17 Rookie of the Year continues to impress. Brogdon is a valuable role player who does a lot of things well.
LeVert's checked in for the Nets. Brogdon hits them both.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Pass to Dinwiddie. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Just 5 on the clock. From the wing, Green for 2 points. KD's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
And Durant has just such a fluid release. Very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Brogdon with it, defended by Dinwiddie. Pass to Turner. 9 feet out. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Brogdon. Sabonis with the ball. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Brooklyn leading by 10. Well, Clark, you know, it took some time for him to get to this point, but Jeremy Lamb has taken his game to the next level.
And you know, guys, we see these young guys come into the league after just 1 year of college, and it takes them a while to figure it out sometime. Lamb has gone from being just a contributor to a nightly impact player with his scoring. But across the board, you can see his game upticking in a really positive way.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Brogdon. Gets it down to single digits.
Brogdon has really good strength, and despite being bumped by the defense, still maintains his balance and plays right through it.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
That free throw good from Brogdon. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Indiana. 9-point game. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Baseline J on the way, and Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
His shots just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And it's blocked by Jordan. Here's Durant. It's rebounded by Indiana. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
And the first one drops.
You look at Oladipo, and he is really embracing his role as the leader of his team. He's a ferocious competitor, but also a compassionate, good teammate.
Oladipo hits them both. Brooklyn leading by 7. Dinwiddie dishes to KD. Lets it go with a 3. Durant with another miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Oh, my goodness! That was special. Well, the explosive nature of Oladipo's drive to the rim are incredible. Hard for any defense to keep him from attacking the way he does.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And some changes here for the Pacers. McDermott's checked in for Lamb. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. To the inside. LeVert kicks to Jordan. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. McConnell passes to Oladipo. Stolen by Allen. To the middle. Here's LeVert. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. LeVert's got his first basket.
You know, you can see the confidence level LeVert has by how often he hunts for his shot, especially from there.
Here's Dinwiddie. They get the rebound. Here's Allen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. For Brooklyn, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Boy, a stalwart defender who knows his strengths on offense. I mean, Allen is a fantastic two-way threat, and he wants to get better. This is a guy whose future is bright.
Harris is checked in for Jordan. And there's the pass to Sabonis. Over Allen. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Sabonis.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Brooklyn's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Pass to Durant. The 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Here's McConnell. Count it. Now just a 4-point Nets lead. The net shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by McConnell. Count that one.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high. Makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
Here's McConnell. Pass to McDermott. 5 on the clock. Here's Sabonis. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Oh, I love the aggressive nature with which Sabonis offensive rebounds. He hustles. He's got great energy, but he's also pretty skilled. And you saw all of that right there.
Here's Durant. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Back to Harris. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's McConnell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Wednesday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for that matchup with the Magic, this is a game that they are expected to win, but sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, They'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Warren's checked in for Indiana. Aaron Holiday comes in for Victor Oladipo. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Kevin Durant. Dinwiddie passes to Harris. 1:05 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Chandler. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from McConnell. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've held a 12-point lead early. Passes to Claxton. Dishes to Dinwiddie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6. Warren against Chandler. Warren dishes to Turner. Back to Warren. Rebounded by the Nets. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Outside Holiday. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a nice 7-point lead. And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling, like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Pacers trail by 7. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Turner and Sabonis playing inside. And it's Lamb in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Nice feed, just like his dad. Sabonis is an excellent passing big man. The passing gene was passed on.
The net shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Irving kicks to Prince. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers shooting 43% from the floor. Lottery pick back in 2016, Clark, if there was a question for Domantas Sabonis coming into the league. It was about his length and agility relative to NBA athletes.
Yeah, and you know, those were legitimate questions, Kevin. He's not a big-time shot blocker, but he is nimble for a big guy. Doesn't possess the typical length of a guy his size, but he's got great strength. He's got good quickness, if not speed. And that strength and quickness and know-how serve him well.
On the wing, Turner. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Over in the corner, Lamb. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brooklyn leading by 8. Here's Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 18 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Oladipo finds Turner. Back to Oladipo. LeVert grabs the miss.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Prince wide open. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And now a 12-point Nets lead.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Brogdon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
Brogdon's so good at drawing contact. You can't afford to get overly physical with it.
Brogdon hits them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
The pass to LeVert. Back to Irving. Durant trying to break through. A shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
And Lamb kicks to Brogdon. Pass to Turner. 9 feet out. The shot is good off the backboard. Turner's got his second basket of the night.
Confident in the paint. Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. LeVert the pass to Irving. Jordan dishes to Irving. Fires from 14. And no good that time. Good D by Brogdon. Pacers trail by 10. Durant with some nice D.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Pass to Sabonis. On the wing, Lamb, guarded by Prince, and it's blocked. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Lets it go from deep. That shot missing, and it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Brogdon so composed, riding the wave of momentum, not forcing shots, instead taking what the defense gives him.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to LeVert. Launches a 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Oladipo misses. Nets leading by 13. From deep, Prince. The rebound by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 4 rebounds in this game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
The Pacers making a switch here. Leafs checked in. Down low. Here's Turner from 6 feet out. He nails it. Turner's got his third basket of the night.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Brogdon against Irving. Now the pass to LeVert. Prince outside, fires the three. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. Kevin Durant third.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Outside, Lamb. Pass to Leaf. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Here's Lamb. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Three-pointer, LeVert gets it to go from beyond the arc. LeVert's got the lead up to 14 now for Brooklyn. And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got 17.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Prince outside. Misses the three.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Jordan finds Durant. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. McDermott's checked in for Miles Turner. T.J. Warren comes in for Jeremy Lamb. Aaron Holiday's checked in for Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. LeVert the pass to Harris. Clock at 6. From deep. And the three ball is good. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Allen outside. He kicks it to Chandler. And Harris wide open. He shoots off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pacers trail by 11. Holiday the pass to Leaf. Over Allen and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Leaf's got his third basket of the night right there. Now here's LeVert. He's got 11. Harris outside. Chandler outside. Pass to LeVert. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. Dinwiddie is checked in for the Nets. And it's Warren with the ball for Indiana. They trail by 9 points. Passes it to Leaf. Knocked away. Back to McConnell. Outside Holiday. Some solid defense from Harris. Brooklyn leading by 9. Now Dinwiddie. Allen outside. And the pass to Chandler. Just 5 on the clock. Allen finds Dinwiddie. Over McConnell. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now.
Yeah, and getting back to their free throw percentage, you know, it might seem like a small thing, but sometimes it's those little things that can put a team over the top.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in, and there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's foul number 2 for him. Holiday looking for an opening. Inside. Here's McDermott. No good there. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. It's blocked. McConnell with it. 5 points in the game. To the middle. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 7 on the basket for McDermott.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
A minute 50 left in the third. And here is Irving. He's got 20. Allen outside. Back to Irving. They need this one. It's hauled in by Warren.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And Indiana making a change here. Sabonis is checked in, and a switch here for Brooklyn. Prince is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
But they'll get another chance.
In the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
Here's McDermott. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. McDermott's got 4 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Dinwiddie against Holiday. Here's Allen. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists in the game. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
On the wing, Holiday. Pass to McDermott. Back to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's McConnell. No good on the triple.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action after this word. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Irving. So for Brooklyn now, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Irving, and it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Dinwiddie. Gets a very good look and converts. Dinwiddie's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nets. Here's McDermott. Pass to Sabonis. Back to McDermott, the 8-footer. Over KD. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket for McDermott.
Well, I like seeing McDermott work on his in-between game, showing he has the touch from here, too.
Now, here is Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Irving. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. That's now 22 points for Kyrie Irving.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Aaron Holiday. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Kept alive. Here's Sabonis. The putback.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
To the paint. Here's Dinwiddie. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Nets lead by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
McDermott with it. KD's on him. McDermott passes to Brogdon. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. Basket good. Prince has got the lead up to 14 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
Here's Brogdon. Excellent D there from Allen.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Brogdon against Dinwiddie. The shot by Brogdon, no good. That'll go on McDermott. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Indiana. Miles Turner comes in for McDermott, and it's Oladipo in for T.J. McConnell. Irving against Brogdon. Passes it to KD. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. Outside for Durant. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Here's Brogdon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Malcolm Brogdon, a clever penetrator. When he's driving like this, makes the defense uncomfortable.
First one falls for him. Miami's checked in for the Pacers. one falls, so he hits both of them. Now Irving. The pass to Dinwiddie. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Lamb. Leans. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in.
Brogdon extremely confident because he knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Durant's got 24 points.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Pass to Oladipo. Back to Brogdon. The 11-footer. Good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 3 assists in the game. Nets leading by 11. Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. Here's Irving. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. 24 points for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Allen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And, you know, when Allen gets this positioning, the defense is in trouble, which in turn forces them to commit the foul.
LeVert's checked in for Dinwiddie.
Boy, I covered Jared Allen in college, and you look at the physical profile he's got. 7.5-foot wingspan, big hands, explosive, really good athlete. He's got all the tools and an upside without limits.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
You were talking, Clark, about Allen's length and leaping ability. He's dangerous around the rim.
Boy, he sure is, guys. Still developing his skill game, but he's already more than serviceable at the offensive end of the floor. And we know he's a rim protector defensively. Good feet, gets up and down, has a nice touch and good hands. Boy, this guy is going to be some kind of player going forward.
Clark, the max contract didn't exist when you were playing. Is it something that should be up for debate?
Well, it's a function of the economics of the league now, and in theory, there's some reasons why you have max contracts, because a guy has earned that opportunity, a way to keep a star player or a max contract player with the same team, I think is part of the reasoning behind it. I mean, debating it and talking about it is probably something that makes some sense. If you're thinking about getting rid of it, I'm not so sure.
Prince kicks to LeVert. Passes it to KD. Oladipo against LeVert. Just 5 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tremendous versatility for Karis LeVert, offensively, Clark, and defensively. He can play multiple positions.
Well, I like that about him too, Kevin. 6'7", he's a gifted scorer, can make plays when the ball is in his hands. The Nets have a number of ball handlers, and that's what Coach Kenny Atkinson believes in. To get a lot of guys that can make plays and do it for each other and together, and we've got something good.
And the second free throw, good. And you look at Karis LeVert, Clark out of Michigan, 6'7", and a tremendous athlete.
Kevin, he's one of my favorite players over the last handful of years coming out of college. He had some injury issues his last 2 seasons at Michigan, but he's an excellent two-way player. Outstanding energy and aggressiveness, and makes all kinds of plays at both ends of the floor and plays the game the right way.
That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Brogdon. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Durant. That one, no good. Some solid defense there from Lamb. Oladipo against LeVert. To the inside. Here's Turner. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Irving passes to Allen. Here's the pass to LeVert. Out to KD. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. KD's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, Karis LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
And Brogdon, here we go.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
First free throw is good. Good on both. Nets leading by 10. LeVert with it. Pass to Irving. The 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
You cannot let Oladipo get these kinds of opportunities. Easy throwdowns like that help him get into a groove.
The Nets have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Outside Irving. Durant for 3. Rebounded by Lamb. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Allen.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why you shouldn't try to do it.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
No good, not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And it's sent back by Allen.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
And that one falls for Irving.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game. And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Here's Oladipo, and he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. LeVert finds Allen. Now here's Durant, defended by Sabonis. Yep, that one goes in there. Durant's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, I just love how Durant finishes over contact, not allowing the D to contain it.
And staying with the play, Sabonis. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Irving passes to LeVert. Feeds to Allen. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got 15 rebounds here tonight. And Lamb, here we go. Basket counts. Lamb's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers. Brooklyn's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Timeout called, the Nets. The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Here's Prince. Sabonis with the steal. He's got a clear path. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 5th assist in this one. Brooklyn leading by 6. It's Jordan on the wing. Here's Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Pacers shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
And you know, Oladipo back in 2013 was the number 2 overall pick in the draft and is showing a lot of promise. He's really taking over the game in key stretches here.
Ogden against Irving. Durant deciding where to go with it. They can't stop the run with that one.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Oladipo hits them both.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
1:39 left to play here in the fourth. Irving against Brogdon. Irving misses. Guys, they're in a really nice roll here.
Yeah, just haven't wasted any opportunities.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I tell you, Oladipo really putting defenders in a tough spot. I mean, using his length outstandingly to draw these fouls.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. The Nets shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. KD, he's open. And again, no good by Brooklyn. What an opportunity here.
Yeah, chance to take the lead. This is huge.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
Irving against Brogdon. Fires from 14. Good!
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Brogdon. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Ogden against Irving. Throws it up for Jordan. Yes!
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Pass to Sabonis. Looking for Oladipo. He gets it there, and too long on the shot. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And he does get the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Timeout called the Pacers. They trail by 4. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
20 seconds left in the fourth. Shoots the three. Got it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Oladipo is a guy you can count on. You can bank on him coming through in the clutch for you.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
And the Pacers call time here. They're trailing by 3. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. To tie it up. Count it. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
The defense is key here.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Irving. Prince outside. That will count. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for Indiana. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Turner and Sabonis playing inside. And it's Brogdon in at the point.
Boy, that's some hard work being done inside by Oladipo, earning a trip to the line with his physicality in the paint.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
And that one misses.
And he may not be converting every chance he gets at the line, but at least he's creating those opportunities. Love the aggressiveness. And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Jordan dishes to Irving. To the middle. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 32 points in the game.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
That free throw good from Brogdon. Brogdon hits them both. Great action here if you're just joining us, about 1 minute into OT. Irving attacking, and the layup falls. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Pass to Turner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Warren kicks to Turner. Over Allen. The shot by Turner, no good. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Earning a trip to the stripe that time. Allen constantly on the move, which makes him hard to guard.
He doesn't get the second one.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Knocked loose. Here's Brogdon. And Turner the bucket on the assist from Brogdon. Turner's got it all tied up now for Indiana. Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. Outside Jordan. Lets it go from 14. Back to Irving. Shoots over Brogdon, and that one's good. Irving's got 36.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is impressive. He has wonderful form with that shot.
And the Pacers call time here. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Here's Brogdon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jared Allen. That free throw good from Brogdon. So he gets them both. The Nets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far here in overtime. Prince outside. It's LeVert on the wing. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Turner. The Pacers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Here's Oladipo, and it's Oladipo with the jam.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
It's LeVert on the wing. Kicks it out to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Warren. Here's Oladipo. Finished off the break. Now it's a 4-point Indiana lead.
Great speed on display by Oladipo in transition. Very few guys can keep up with him in the open court.
And the Nets shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And on the way from Irving for 3. No good that time. So Indiana will take it the other way. Here's Oladipo.
Excellent concentration from Oladipo. Even when you get physical with him, he figures out a way to convert.
Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes into it. Prince in the corner. They need this. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Brogdon against Irving. Now the pass to Turner. Over Allen. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got 4 this quarter.
Evolving as a leader right before our eyes. It's important that Turner continue to prove he can score in big moments.
Brogdon against Irving. Good D by Brogdon.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Yeah, you know, he's a big guy that has tremendous agility and already is an elite defender. Miles Turner now has to work on being dominant on offense.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession game.
Outside Warren. Sabonis inside. Guarded by Jordan. Left block shot on the way. It counts.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
And he knows. You can see it. The body language, the confidence. Real swagger out there for him.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're trailing by 5. 34 seconds left to play in the first overtime. What's your take, guys?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
I look at Sabonis as a terrific stretch 4. He's a guy who can play either power forward or center, and he has excellent length and a nice touch. Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by 7. We've got 28 seconds left in the first overtime. LeVert the pass to Allen. Back to LeVert. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
You know, this is why they go to LeVert, guys, because he's shown he can come through for his teammates.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They lead by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Stolen by LeVert.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And you got to admire Irving in these situations. Doesn't let pressure overwhelm him. In fact, he embraces it.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. And the Nets making a change here. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Kicks it to Prince. From deep 3-point range, that one doesn't go. It's Oladipo on the wing. And the miss. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Victor, what does tonight's performance say about the confidence of this team?
This went pretty good. We played great together. You know, we play well together as a team. So when we do that, it's easier for us to beat teams.
Victor Wondermatha, thank you, my man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.